if you've got people out on Facebook and it's easier for them on their phone to, grab us on Facebook, go to Uforia Science on Facebook. That's our official page. Of course, we want you there anyway. And if you're joining us for the very first time tonight, I really want to encourage you to go out and like us on Instagram. Go follow us out there on Instagram. It's Uforia Science. Go find us on Facebook, Uforia Science. Real simple. And join that community. We love seeing what you're saying. Wow, we've got people joining us like crazy right now out on Facebook. This is a lot of fun. Ron, we're setting records. This is so fun. Hey, we got California, we got Arizona here, we got Florida, we got Alaska, we've got Portland, Oregon, we got North Carolina, we got Florida, Tulsa, Oklahoma, we got another New York, we got Milwaukee, we got Michigan. I can't read them fast enough. This is so fun, guys. Again, join us here on the chat. Shout it out. Tell us where you're joining us from, and man, get comfortable. And maybe get a piece of paper, a pencil, maybe you're going to take notes on your phone. For those of you that are doing it the new way, right? Some of you guys are going to be taking notes any way you can. We got Kansas City, we got Maryland, we got Quincy, Illinois, we got Florida, we got New Zealand. Fantastic. Frisco, Texas, another Colorado, Pennsylvania. Wow, West Virginia, Iowa. I'm seeing places I have not seen. We got people all over. We got Euphorians everywhere. Again, one more reminder, if you hear something tonight that inspires you, go ahead and share it on the chat. We love everybody, like, a little quote or a little snippet from what you hear tonight. And we do like to start meetings on time. We know you're still joining, so I'm just going to give you 30 more seconds because we like to start meetings on time. We value your time. We appreciate you. We appreciate you sharing the Euphoria opportunity with everyone you know. I think you're really going to appreciate tonight's presentation. It's a special one. I mean, they're all fantastic every week, but I think you know what I mean if you know who's going to present tonight. So, hey, we got Missouri, we got Tennessee, we got Texas. One last shout out. Hey, thanks, Tom. Appreciate the shout out. We got Kansas, we got Philadelphia, right? The city of love. We got St. Charles, Missouri. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Get focused, get ready, because if you're joining us for the very first time, you're going to hear and see something and experience something I don't think you've ever experienced before. And with that, enjoy this opening video.
Your DNA makes you unique. You have one genetic code, only one body. You don't need everybody's nutritional supplements. You can have your own. Cut your losses and move on. The days of blind nutrition are over. Your DNA knows exactly what you need, and Uforia delivers it. Welcome to your very own designer nutrition. We're all potentially susceptible to certain physical ailments based on variations in our genes passed down from our parents. These genetic variations are called SNPs, or single nucleotide polymorphisms. We aren't able to eliminate SNPs from our DNA, but we can do something about them. We can take action to optimize our physical health. It begins with a simple DNA test. Swab the inside of your cheek and mail your sample to Euforia's state-of-the-art laboratory partner for analysis. Strict HIPAA guidelines are always followed, so your information remains confidential and secure. Based on your DNA results, a one-of-a-kind nutritional formula is created just for you. This is your very own Nutrition, designed from peer-reviewed plant-based ingredients plus vitamins and minerals. With so many high-quality ingredients and so many of us, every formula is truly unique. Each custom formula is one out of nearly 400 million possible combinations. And while your nutrition is being customized, you can immediately begin to make your health a habit. Every Uforia starter kit not only comes with a DNA test, it also includes a pre-trition formula. This is a mild and gentle cleanse. It also supports the body's preparation for the optimal Uforia experience. The pre-trition formula contains a robust combination of quality active ingredients, including AC11, frankincense, and astaxanthin. Pre-trition gives your body a fresh start. You'll be prepared when your customized nutrition arrives, which takes approximately 2 to 4 weeks, delivered right to your door. You'll receive a 30-day supply of your customized formula, along with a detailed action plan that explains what you need to know about your SNPs. Staying on track to meet your nutritional needs for the rest of your life has never been easier. You can receive your customized designer nutrition delivered to your door every month, all for less than the cost of buying the nutritional ingredients separately. Finally, everyone's unique biology meets one-of-a-kind technology. Your DNA is talking, and Uforia gives your body a voice.
Well, how fun was that, everybody? Fantastic. I know some of you are sitting there scratching your head thinking, are you kidding me? Is this even possible? Well, the man that's going to tell you all about the possible is our CEO and founder, Mr. Ron Williams. He's a man that's had over 25 years of incredible experience and success in the industry. He's led and run very successful companies in his career. Not only is he the CEO and founder, he truly is the multi-talented, multifaceted visionary behind Uforia. Ladies and gentlemen, chat it up for our CEO, Ron Williams. Ron, take it away.
All right, Craig, good evening, everybody. I know we have a lot of people on tonight. Looks like we're setting a record, actually. And a lot of people want this product. They want this technology. So there's a lot of guests on tonight who want to get this product. And then there's a lot of people on tonight who don't even know what they're looking at, but you will in a matter of minutes. And I just want to tell everybody, good evening. Welcome home to Uforia, where being you never felt better. And tonight I wanted to get on. I was going to get on with Eric Worre and sort of surprise you. He's in Australia, and we were trying to finesse our schedules into a 1-2 punch. But guess what? The 1-2 punch is this week and next week. Eric Worre will be handling this call next week to close out February. So let's get going with this presentation. I wanted to get on tonight and just share with you a little bit about Uforia, and those of you especially who are visiting, who want this product. Let me give you a backdrop. Let me give you a feeling and a sense of what Uforia is. I've been on the road a lot, and a lot of people ask, oh my goodness, this company just had its first real month last month, and you're all over from city to city. And the reason for that is I will not leave the culture of this company to fate. I will not leave it to the wind. We will, from the very beginning, pour the correct cement, because Uforia is a home, and home is what you make it, not what we make it or I make it. It's what you make it, and that goes for me and everyone on this call. Welcome to the pre-launch, the very beginnings of arguably the most significant wellness company in history. Let me talk about that. So let's go on. Next slide, Craig. Thank you so much. Uforia was designed from the onset to be a vision bigger than all of us, so none of us get in the way. No ego, no entitlement, no do me, but service is greater than salesmanship. My best work is my next work. And I'm telling you, service works every single time. People love to be served. Nobody loves to be sold. So it's an extreme human experience in an extreme scientific environment. The polarity is so broad between these 2 points, but so fascinating and so inviting and enticing. Next slide, please. Obviously, the design here is to illuminate the beauty and uniqueness of every single human being. The next step in health and wellness is acknowledges that there are no 2 of us alike, and that's been overlooked for decades. So let's talk about the history of nutrition, because first, Uforia offers this amazing service, a straight line, if you will, of nutrition. If you look at the history, and believe me, I'm all over it, guys. I've done this. My DNA, my thumbprint is on blind nutrition. And what is blind nutrition? Blind nutrition is try this, try that. One size fits everybody. Blind nutrition by default is hype. Blind nutrition by default is desperation, not because you set out to be that. It just ended up to be that because it's a Me Too company. So if you look at it, how many of us have a cupboard? Next slide, please. A cupboard just filled with expensive supplements that we've purchased over the years, maybe thousands of dollars, that we've just been buying hope. You know, I call it spaghetti nutrition, where you just throw it against the wall and see what sticks. But really, there's nothing there specifically for you. It's just a bunch of guesswork. Next slide, please. Next is target nutrition. And I put this in there because There's companies who want to get into DNA. Why? DNA, nutrition, medicine, etc. Next year is projected to be $600 billion out of nowhere, right? So everybody wants to mimic this message and they want to use DNA, which is fantastic, by the way. But here's the problem. Target Nutrition says, I'll do your DNA, next slide, and I'll tell you all about your DNA. But in the end, unfortunately, I'm going to offer you a one-size-fits-all, pre-manufactured, pre-labeled, pre-fabbed product that's one-size-fits-all. And how are we supposed to know, folks? Look how many products are in the marketplace. There are so many products. It's impossible that any one or any single of those products are exactly for you. And here's why. If one size fits all, then one size fits no one, basically. So that's been the problem. So herein lies your opportunity, our opportunity together to revolutionize and pioneer and innovate the newest, the latest, the best chapter of wellness in history. Next slide. Designer nutrition is what we do. And this is the next chapter that I speak of. Designer nutrition is when basically, you take everybody's DNA and you start tailoring it to the microgram for every single human being. And this comes with a lot of skin in the game. This comes with a lot of investment, a lot of time, a lot of development, a lot of risk, quite frankly. But we're so confident based on the response that we're having that this is well worth every single risk that's out there. The funny thing about offering people designer nutrition, next slide, give somebody, junk food and they'll knock it down, no questions asked. Give them something healthy and they become researchers. It's so funny, the way life is right now. So we're offering perhaps the best straight line of nutrition for people on the planet. So let's look at it. It all begins with a lab or labs. We've purchased labs that specialize in DNA. Now, these are world-class medical grade labs that have the highest compliance with HIPAA, which means confidential, and the highest compliance with CLIA, which means quality. And they specialize in DNA. And from there, what they do is they measure all your, what they call, next slide, your DNA genetic SNPs. And your genetic SNPs, this is kind of the dashboard of your health. This is where the scientists, chose to begin. Brain, heart, bone density, vitamin D absorption, detox, fat, et cetera, understanding the dashboard of your health. In fact, next slide, if you go in your resources, marketing resources, you can see a 30-second, more or less, video on every single one of those genetic SNPs produced and done by Dr. Jennifer Myers, who works all day with the genetic specialist. That's what she does. So you can look at each one of these in the exact order in which they're listed, so you can see exactly what they are. So they specialize in DNA testing. Next. From there, probably the sleeper, the most valuable piece to all of this, is the intellectual property, the software that was over 20 years in the making by a bunch of giddy scientists who were just giddy about DNA and natural nutrition. And so it's very special. This is the part of the process that makes this very hard to replicate. And I'll tell you why. Next. After it runs through this intellectual property that is then scanned by the one and only machine that we engineered and built, we call it the Utritionator, and it's the only one on the planet. And it scans your name and barcode after it runs through the software. It'll drop nearly 100 plant-based, peer-reviewed, studied ingredients into the one and only Utrition. The theory is that there's no two test results alike and there's no two formulas alike. And just check this out. If that's not even enough for you, every single product is deemed a batch. So usually you do 100,000 units, 200,000 units. That's a batch where I come from. Here, 1 unit is a batch. So we have to pull a sample from your formula every single time and quarantine it for 2 years to be FDA compliant with a lot number. Should anything happen, we can test it and verify its cleanliness and its purity. Furthermore, your product is printed and labeled real time with your name on it. So talk about a luxurious labor of love. Welcome to the new era of Uforia. This is why I believe this is arguably the most significant wellness company in history. Those 100 peer-reviewed studied ingredients, they range from herbs and spices, fruits and vegetables and algae and prebiotics. I mean, AC11, it's just loaded with goodies that are in there designed to create wellness. Next. What I love is it'll make nearly 400 million unique formulas, folks. And one of them is yours. I mean, come on. This is so cool. Your personal formula is called Utrition. It has your name on it. What that means, Craig, thank you. It means it's Amazon proof, because if you start eating my formula, poor you, because you're going to start looking like me, right? So I'm joking, but the whole idea is that this is Amazon proof. This is made specifically for you. This is your straight line to nutrition. Okay, next. I love this, folks. And this is saying it right. Usually when you're doing blind nutrition, what it requires is hype and desperation, which means people will make irresponsible comments. They'll exaggerate it, and on and on and on and on. And, you know, I don't know if we like the word ignorant anymore. I got some feedback on that word, but let's just say the unknowing, the people that just don't know might ask, what will this product do for my body? And the wise will anticipate what their bodies will do with this product. Folks, that has been the answer all along. It's never been an exaggerated promissory thing, hollow promise of blind nutrition, come and go, hit and run, the latest trend. Your health is as timeless as the sky is blue. Your health is not a trend, I'm sorry. The body knows how to reverse engineer health and wellness. All it needs is the proper raw materials. Nutrition is the straight line of raw materials only for you, designed by your DNA. Next. Look at this. When I talk about nutrition giving you a straight line, the blind nutrition, we've all been on the blind nutrition track, haven't we? Look at this. It starts with blind nutrition. We don't know if it's toxic. We don't know if it's malnourishing. We don't, you know, it's processed, pasteurized, preserved. You know, we're the sickest generation ever. So clearly it has not delivered as promised, and then go back a few steps and lose a bunch of money doing it, guys. Chasing blind nutrition. Uforia is your straight line to wellness, made specifically for you. So let's skip tracks now and move on a little bit to the business, and let's talk about why Uforia is booming. Why was last month over half of our revenue new people coming in? You know, that's about as good as it gets. So let's talk about why that's happening. There's two reasons why the business is booming in my observation. Number one, it's the high-tech approach. Now, there's a high-tech, high-touch approach. These are the two areas. I'm going to illuminate first the high-tech approach, the customer website, the business website, the app, the business reports. Let's start with the first one. This is a leader-led company, but it's going to be customer-dominated. It's going to be driven by customers. Therefore, the first website you have is called Uforia Science, your name, .uforiascience.com. Now, this is for your neighbor, your friend, your coworker, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle. It's whoever you want, who you think just wants to use the product. This is a customer site. This is your online business, folks. Yeah, I have an online DNA company. Go on and check it out. It's my name. And by the way, as unique as your formula is, go back, please. As unique as your formula is, so is your website, your shopping cart. All the experiences that are on there are encrypted specifically for you and your business. So again, it's tailored exactly like the product to you. Okay, so there's your customer website. And by the way, those of you who might be on tonight just wanting to use the product, we understand. That's what everybody wants. But if you want to get your product for free, guess what you get for free? You get this customer website with your name and ID on it. And if you want to get 4 customers, your product becomes free. So obviously there's advantages to being a customer and having your own replicated customer website. Hey, I have this online thing that I'm doing called Uforia Science. Very fun. Next. Or option number 2 is become a nutritionist for the business. This is more the business conversation. So you get your customer site and your business site. The business site is very similar to the customer site, only it has business twists. It highlights the one and only Eric Worre. It has all the little bit, how to make money in the company, why you want to get ahead of this $600 billion boom, which by the way, we're ahead, okay? Why you want to stay ahead of this $600 billion boom, and it has all the business intricacies there. Next, we have the 24/7 app, doing the business at your fingertips 24/7. How cool is that? That you can send a video to somebody, you can look at the analytics, see who watched it, how long they watched it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Literally sign people up and do the business using your app. This is obviously welcome to the new world. That's how business is done. So this is also available for right there at the fingertips. We know the millennials really know how to use this stuff quite well. We can learn a lot from them who are on today. Next, I mentioned back office reports. Now, I only mention this for a reason, because as of yesterday, there's a bunch of new reports that have been added to your back office. By the way, auto ships, who's registered their kits and who hasn't, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So guess what? I'm going to promote a call tomorrow. Next slide, please, Craig. Tomorrow at 12:30 Mountain Standard Time, you will have a training on your reports. It's simple, but it's powerful. You need to be on. You need to have your people on. You have business sitting there right now waiting to be illuminated because you now have these reports. So tomorrow at 12:30, the one and only, my right-hand man, Mr. Jorge Alvarado, will be leading that conversation. You will want to be on and have your people on. Take note of that really quickly. I know it's being promoted, so just make sure you understand tomorrow at 12:30 Mountain Standard Time, training on your reports. Next. So that's the high tech. Now, what's cool about the high tech, for those of you who are using that, is realize that it goes 24/7. It goes while you're asleep. It goes outside of your city. It goes outside of your county. It goes outside of your state. It goes outside. It goes from West Coast to East Coast 24/7. So clearly, using the high tech is to your advantage. Use it. Now, number two is the high touch. This is why we're booming right now, because we're new. We don't have a lot of people on nutrition yet. They're coming in droves, but right now all the business is new business. So the first 90 days as a minimum, I strongly encourage each of you who are building the business to completely enroll for your first 90 days. Okay, reason why is the weekly paychecks are generated, the rank advancements are generated. This is why we're booming right now, is because of the high touch. Okay, next slide. The high touch begins with a DNA kit. This is it right here. Inside that DNA kit, you get simple instructions, your swab for your left cheek and your swab for your right cheek, and the prepaid envelope to put in the mail. You get a $100 discount on your lab coupon. And you also get a pre-trition, a mild prep formula, beautiful formula, that while your DNA is pairing to your very own nutrition, you're prepping the body through pre-trition for your very own nutrition. So why is this so hot? Next slide. Because everybody wants a discount to have a 3-pack, a 5-pack, or a 10-pack, so they can carry them on their person. They can have them in their car. They can service their local communities and swab people, get it in the mail, and get customers out the wazoo. So I mentioned this is going to be customer dominated. So these 3-packs and 5-packs and 10-packs are driving the nutrition numbers up. They're driving the front end checks up. They're driving the rank advancements up. And last month, over half of our sales were done through new business. So you understand. Now, obviously, when you buy them, you get bigger and bigger discounts and perks and all kinds of fun things. So the incentives are there to buy and share and get these people in on nutrition. But let me share with you something. There's a big retreat coming up right now. Okay. It's May 6th and 7th at Eric Worre's brand new spanking home, $15,000 worth of up close and personal training from the one and only Eric Worre. We all know he's just lights out. He's so good at what he does. And I'm going to be there with him, and he is going to train. I'm going to have an inspirational message on the U of U, and we're going to bond with our top 20 earners and our first 5 CAP 100s. Now, the reason why I have the word clue there is because we're so new. Where's most of the money? Most of the money is in the fast start, the 30, 10, 10, those 3, 5, and 10 packs. So it levels the playing field for those of you who want to enroll and be in Eric Worre's home. So next slide, May 6th and 7th is that big retreat, guys, and it's going to be spectacular. I cannot wait to bond, create these relationships, to engage in deep, meaningful conversations as it pertains to our business and our development as human beings. And that's going to be 6th and 7th. So the clue is, guys, I'm going to tell you one more time, 3, 5, and 10 packs, enroll people, enroll people, enroll people. That should be your minimum, your first 90 days. I will see you there. Okay, next slide. So at this point, I wanted to talk about, we've talked about now all these things and how it's done. I want to talk about why the business. What does it actually mean? And I've been around a while, guys. I've seen people talk about this. I think, Craig, you have some slides here. I've seen people talk about this. And it's funny. Well, I want to do philanthropic things. I want to be healthy on the product. I wanted this, that. Let me just tell you something. When the business is working, the product never felt and tastes better. Really. When the business is working, you can be the first one up for the community service. You can be the last one to leave. You can be there hugging, being 100% present. Why? Because you are now living your purpose. You're no longer living paycheck to paycheck. Well, you want to do philanthropic things, make the business work. You want to be healthy, make the business work. You want to be free and sit in your child's classroom, make the business work. The business is what illuminates all of the dreams that we have in our life. Money is neutral. It's not, it makes good people better. It makes sometimes bad people worse. I believe money is there to serve humanity. So folks, let's go work our butts off. Let's go take this marketplace where we're the only ones in the market right now. Let's go own it. Let's go take it. Let's go build. We have a phenomenal first month in January. Now we're just past midway through our second month. And folks, the business is real. You are on a scale from a 1 to 100. How early are you? You are 0.025 in the history of this company early. What are you going to do with it? This is not think. This is work. This is not chit chat to each other. No, this is talk to the marketplace. This is the time to do these things. And I'm telling you, when the business works, the company can innovate. The company can have trips. The company can do fun things when the business works. It's the business that turns on all the lights, folks, in all your aspects and dreams of your life. It's the business that turns on the lights. It's the business that illuminates your purpose and your passion. And look at all these beautiful people in month one who just went for it. Tina and Kelly, two amazing leaders. And look at these guys. I cannot say enough good about Travis and Summer Flaherty. I can't say enough good about John and Najla Malat. Just beautiful people, people who love each other, people who love the company. Our leaders have chosen to come together. Our leaders haven't chosen to draw lines in the sand. They've chosen to come together. And I have never seen a collection of so many beautiful people who are lethally skilled coming together for one particular community, cause, and business. So I am just, as you can tell, guys, I'm elated. I mean, I'm pinching myself because the more I learn about this technology, the smaller I feel, the more grateful I feel, the more gratitude that exudes from every pore of my body. The reason being is because when a person comes up to me in tears and says, my great-grandfather died of a heart attack at 49, my grandfather died of a heart attack at 47, my father died of a heart attack at 51, am I a ticking bomb? Yes, that's possible, right? So when I start seeing the gravity, the weight of this company, I'm like, wow, guys, we are in a privileged position in life. We have a responsibility. We have an accountability to this technology. We must manage ourselves. The cherry on top? Well, next slide, please. I'm not the cherry on top, but we have, guys, we have the U of You that teaches you how to be your most amazing human being. Far more than the business, folks. How it affects your loved ones, your family, your community, your churches, your world, the world. How it affects strangers that you encounter from day to day. How it illuminates your business. I've seen people who are amazing and they attract people. But let me tell you something. Being amazing is not enough in business. You must be lethally skilled. We went out and got Mr. Lethal in Eric Worre, who will hone and manifest your skill set and coach you along the way to be lethally skilled. Being lethally skilled is not enough. We've all met lethally skilled who've chosen to be jerks temporarily. So it's be amazing, do it lethally. And when you do that, man, watch out. Okay, energy doesn't lie. You walk in and boom, you create, you attract. Of course, the partner to the other side is Core Enterprise. Guys, enough said. It doesn't get better. It just doesn't. And then I cannot say enough about the team that I work with, Jorge and Craig and Yo and John and Edwin. I cannot say enough about them. They are talented, beautiful, lethally skilled human beings. So I feel super blessed to talk about, in this case, the cherry on top. Let me go to the next slide. I want to see where I'm at. Thank you. So Uforia. It's perhaps the most significant wellness company in history. I guess the proving of that is going to be on our shoulders, isn't it? We have that privilege and that honor. We are in the position, we're in the driver's seat, we're in the cockpit of this jet that's really going to go out and make a difference in this world. What we're seeing is the beginning of the end of blind nutrition, folks. From a business standpoint, this is the cell phone to the landline. This is Amazon to retail stores. That's what Uforia is in the supplement world. And furthermore, I would say that, so this isn't, guys, this isn't about selling. This is just telling everybody. From the very onset, I've said whoever tells the most people wins. So please don't get caught up in selling this and that. Just tell people about this technology. And I'm telling you what, if you tell enough people, it'll take off like a wildfire, like it already has. And so here we are, guys, the 20th day of February, with 8.5 days, 9 days left in this month. And the stage is waiting for your recognition in June in Las Vegas. It's waiting for you to be recognized. It's an empty stage right now waiting for you. So I challenge you, I don't challenge you. I knock some sense into you tonight to see where you're sitting, to get very mindful right now, to take a look at where you're sitting in the history of nutrition and recognize that perhaps you are 0.025 on a scale from 1 to 100 in being early in this game. So with that, I will tell you that to enjoy the closing video. Welcome home to Uforia. And home is what you make it, folks. So with that, we're going to end with this video. Please chat it up, light it up, share this video. We're on to something just special, folks. And our competition is no one. It's us. It's you looking in the mirror. Your best is always more than enough. That's where we need to look for solutions right now. Love you all. Bless you all. Thank you so much for being involved in such a beautiful cause. I cannot tell you how grateful we all are to join together. No egos, no entitlements. Just go out and crush it. Enjoy the one and only report for you.
If you could have seen my face, I swear I probably looked like that big-eyed emoji. It was so spot on, I almost cried. I was shocked.
It was simple to read, easy to understand, and no, I didn't need a doctor there to decipher the information that was in there.
It was like I want to say like the coordinates to my destination of health.
The secrets of our DNA are being revealed.
I have 7 green, 8 yellow, and 3 red.
I have 7 yellows.
1, 2, 3, 4. 8 yellows.
5 green.
I have 4 greens.
9 greens.
2 reds.
3 reds.
4 red. I have 6 reds.
This is the future of my healthcare. This is my future of staying healthy.
Your Uforia Wellness Action Plan is a powerful resource for understanding the results of the Uforia DNA test. It's the foundation for creating your very own one-of-a-kind, customized nutrition formula. 35 pages identifies which genetic SNPs or single nucleotide polymorphisms you possess, along with a detailed explanation of how these SNPs could potentially impact your health. While you can never change your DNA, there are some genes you can take action on by modifying your diet, exercise, and overall lifestyle. Your own nutrition formula plays a key role in the action you're now able to take, and reading your genetic assessment within the Wellness Action Plan is easy. A green result signifies that you don't have that particular SNP. A yellow result means you inherited that SNP from one parent. and a red result means you inherited that SNP from both your mother and your father. In addition, contained within every explanation of each SNP is a recommendation for nutrients that can assist you in counteracting the potential effects of your SNPs. These are the ingredients that you can benefit from that are included in your personalized nutrition formula.
It connected all of the dots for me.
But now that I'm getting the raw materials that I need to address those things, I'm more excited than ever.
No more guessing, no more stressing, no more wondering, no more Googling, no more listening to every person telling me what I needed.
What we have in our hands right now is going to change the healthcare of our children and our grandchildren, and I'm grateful.
And now when people ask me why I'm taking my nutrition, I can easily say, because my body told me so.
Knowing your SNPs is the very first step to a lifetime of wellness, and your personalized nutrition paves the way. Welcome to Uforia.
Thank you, everyone, and have a great night. Welcome to Uforia, where being you never felt better.